It's been weeks of speculations, back and forth talks, and growing anticipation as to which club our star boy Mohammed Kudus would be joining next season. And finally, here we go. We will check it out in this video. A piece of good news from the camp of Ernest Appiah. I will extensively talk from his camp. The Wafu Zombie Under 20 Cup of Nations tournament kickstarts tomorrow in Ghana, and I'll give you all the comprehensive insights, same as some latest transfer stories surrounding Ghanaian and Black Stars players. But before I proceed with the details of the stories, quickly, let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates, please. Don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. You can follow Manual TV Sports both on Facebook and TikTok. Leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts at the end of my presentation. Straightforward, let's delve into the details of the stories.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
And to start with is the 2025 Wafu Zombie Under 20 Cup of Nations tournament, which is scheduled to take place in Ghana, and it kickstarts tomorrow at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence from tomorrow the 10th of July through to the 23rd of July 2025. And I've given you comprehensive insights, but let me reiterate. With the groups, we have 3 countries in Group A and 4 countries in Group B. With Group A, we have the host country, Ghana. The Black Starlights will be representing us, and the Flying Eagles will be representing Nigeria, same as Benin in Group A. For Group B, we have Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Togo. And that from the various groups in the 3rd edition of the Wafu Zombie Under 20 Cup of Nations tournaments. And it's going to be a highly contested game tomorrow, 3 p.m. at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. It's Ghana Black Starlights, our national under 20 team, versus the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, Nigeria national under 20 boys. It's going to be a crucial Titanic crunchy encounter. And that is the opener for the 2025 Wafu Zombie Under 20 Cup of Nations tournament in Ghana. But whatever will happen, Manual TV Sports will get you posted. And that is from what is happening. Nigeria, the Flying Eagles, arrived yesterday in Ghana, and today they've trained as they are representing with 20 players. Let me just go through their players for you to know how things will be happening against Ghana. They have Ifeanyi Ebenezer Harcourt, their #1 goalkeeper during the Under 20 AFCON tournament in Egypt. They have Clinton Andy, 2 goalkeepers. They are in with 6 defenders. That is Abba Khalid Sadiq and Odinaka Okoro, Daniel Bamayi, Akinaran Olawashi, Ahmed Akinyele, and Marvelous Freedom, with 8 midfielders: Divine Olise, Bidemi Amoli, Tahil Magana, Ezekiel Pangu, Rawa Mohammed, Matthew Kingsley. We have Abdul Jalil Kamaldeen and Safiu Adamu Durigi. These are the midfielders representing the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, especially with their games against the Black Starlights of Ghana, same as Benin. And also for the forwards, they have 4 forwards: Abdullahi Mohammed, Gode Otalayu Imbus, Imrana Mohammed, and Kudus Olajiwa. These are the 20 players representing the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. And that is 3 p.m. tomorrow at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. And with the Black Starlights of Ghana, the helm of affair, or the coach that will be at the dugouts for us, is still Desmond Ofe. Just after the tournament, he will just step aside and join the Black Stars of Ghana's technical team. That is the news coming in from our camp. As it stands now, I don't know the players representing Ghana, but I'll keep you posted with how they are going to give it to us, and I also present you as it is from the Ghana Football Association's website. And that is from the 3rd edition of the Wafu Zombie Under 20 Cup of Nations tournament. Now, let me move on to the latest transfer stories coming in from the camp of Black Stars and some Ghanaian players. And with respect to a player who was born on the 2nd of August 2000, he is 24 years currently. He was born in Nima in Accra. He started his football from Strong Tower in Nima. Right from Strong Tower, he was being scouted and selected by Right to Dream Academy, a football academy based in Ghana, which trains promising young talents in Africa. Just from Right to Dream Academy, he joined FC Nordsjælland in Denmark. From FC Nordsjælland, he joined Ajax Amsterdam in Netherlands. From there, he joined West Ham United in the EPL. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about our star boy, Mohammed Kudus. According to the latest reports, it is agreed, sealed, but yet to be announced. Mohammed Kudus to Tottenham Hotspur. Here we go. It has been finalized and he has been booked to undergo his medicals, God willing, tomorrow in London. And it was being reported by all the transfer gurus. For now, David Ornstein has reported, same as Fabrizio Romano has also done that. And let's check out the exact post from Fabrizio Romano with respect to Mohammed Kudus' move to Tottenham Hotspur. Mohammed Kudus, according to him, is breaking to Tottenham Hotspur. Here we go. Deal in place for £55 million from West Ham United. Kudus only wanted Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and he will now sign 6-year contracts at Tottenham. Medical test booked for Kudus in London on Thursday, then all signed. And he said, David Ornstein reported, and he has also reiterated. So that is it from the camp of the Star Boy. So with all the green speculations between and behind the star boy Mohammed Kudus, as he emerged as one of the in-demand Ghanaian players this summer transfer window, his move to Tottenham Hotspur has finally been finalized. And to me, I think it's a good move because Kudus also is having his personalized career goals. And some of his personalized career goals, I reckon that Mohammed Kudus wants a tough competition. That is, he wants to play in a tough league. And he playing in a tough league, he's familiar with the EPL and no adaptation delay. So he choosing Tottenham Hotspur is a good move for him. Aside that, he's also looking at his minutes time with the club, and Kudus going to Tottenham Hotspur. You can all attest to the fact that he's going to get enough minutes at Tottenham Hotspur with that leadership role, and also looking at how he will be acclimatized with the system. So far, so good for him in the EPL, especially we saw him in his inaugural campaign with West Ham United. Even though last season wasn't the best for the star boy Mohammed Kudus, but subsequently we think Mohammed Kudus can find his rhythm in the EPL. So to me, this is a good move for the star boy Mohammed Kudus. But we keep you updated and posted on this platform when it's finally unveiled by Tottenham Hotspur. So here we go with the exclusive details of his contracts, as I've already read out to you. Kudus Mohammed to Tottenham Hotspur is £55 million. I don't know the comprehensive insights of the deal. Maybe there might be some add-ons or not, but that is that from his camp. Now let me proceed. I'll come back to the latest transfer stories surrounding some Black Stars and Ghanaian players. But let me talk about Ernest Appiah-Nyama. I have already reported to you on this platform, but let me give you a brief of it as I reiterate. It was that his club side, Olympique Lyon, they were under the DNCG. When I talk about DNCG, they are the French football financial watchdog. They oversee the financial heads of the various clubs in France. They were under their investigation about their debts, budget concerns, and also financial projections. That was last year, somewhere around November. And this year, I think barely 2 weeks ago, I reported to you that after everything, they scrutinized and got to know that Olympique Lyon needs to be relegated to the French League 2. That is the second tier in France. And just after that, I read out to you on this platform that the club is very keen in appealing the decision from the DNCG. And they've done that perfectly. But the piece of good news coming from the camp of Ernest Appiah-Nyama and Olympique Lyon regarding all this brouhaha is that they are now back to the French League 1. They've won their appeal, and that is that. Let's look at the message from the club side, that is Olympique Lyon, being posted by Ben Jacobs, one of the exciting journalists to talk about in Europe. This is what he said, based on how Olympique Lyon reported. Lyon have won their DNCG appeal against relegation and will remain in League 1 and in the Europa League. Yes, definitely they are back to the Europa League. Olympique Lyon welcomes the decision made today by the DNCG. They've rescinded their decision to keep the club in League 1 Olympic Lyon thanks the appeals committee for recognizing the ambition of the new management of the club. And you know that the new management is being led by John Tester, American businessman. He owns the Eagle Football, of which Crystal Palace and other clubs, RWD Molenbeek, are all part of this football partnership. Now, let me proceed with the write-up. Determined to ensure serious management in the future, the new management, supported by the commitment and dedication of our shareholders and lenders, is extremely grateful for all the support received both inside and outside the club, especially from its supporters, collaborators, players, partners, and elected officials. Today's decision is a first step to restore confidence in Olympic Lyon. We can now focus our attention on sporting objectives, fully preparing for next season. So that is that. It's a piece of good news from the camp of Olympic Lyon, same as one of our star boys, Ernest Appiah, and that is that from his camp. Now let me end this presentation with some of the latest transfer stories. It is sealed, agreed, and unveiled that Ibrahim Osman has now joined AJ Oze in the French League 1. But this is a season-long loan with an option. We have that option clause to purchase him permanently just after his season-long loan. And let's see how things will go. And I know, looking at his burgeoning in football, starting from Right to Dream Academy to FC Northland to Brighton, after he signed for Brighton and Hove Albion, he went on loan at Feyenoord. And from Feyenoord, we didn't see anything enough from him in Netherlands. He has just then moved on to AJ Oze, and I think it's a good step for him to join AJ Oze in the French League 1, and definitely just after the season-long loan. We all wish that they purchase him permanently so that at least he will also have a say in football. That is that from his camp. Daniel Effiye-Banier has parted ways with his former club, FC Zurich, in Switzerland. He has now joined a second-tier side in Switzerland. Their name is FC Aral. And let's see how things will be going for Daniel Effiye-Banier. I know a lot of people are talking about him, that he's not that prolific player that we are talking about in terms of the attacks. He's not well composed to lead as a number 9. He's not well structured to play as a winger. A lot of people are talking about Daniel Effiye-Banier, but that is the life of football. Anything can happen. You might live in the sinusoidal path, or you might live in the rectilinear path. If any way goes for you, you should appreciate the efforts of the Lord. But what you have to do is to improve so that going forward, you should know how to go by your football tactics. But that is that. We wish him the very best of luck in his endeavor in Switzerland's second year. When he's in Ghana, it's a first division side in Switzerland. And let's see how things will go. Last season, I stand to be corrected, over 50 games for FC Zurich. He scored only 2 goals, but you see that he was struggling to get enough minutes to come by at the club side. So that is that from the camp of Daniel Effiye. Just leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shout-outs subsequently. But before I take a leave of you, as usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. And let me give special shout-outs to the cherished viewers on this platform. This is a special shout out to Olembe Wahab. I do appreciate your support. Rufai Abdullah, and to my main man, Eric Nyama of South Africa. I do appreciate all your support, your efforts, your advice to Manual TV Sports. We really appreciate on this platform. And to that of, let me look at the name very well. That is Bapto Richmond. I do appreciate your support. Benedict Bonga, I do appreciate your support. Richmond, I appreciate your support. And any other or all the cherished viewers on this platform, those who watched but didn't comment, and all those who commented, what I can say to your support and efforts on the platform is God richly bless you all. Let's meet in the next one. As a Frenchman would say, au revoir.